Yo, it's your boy, Morrow.
Heavy hitters are back. 2 H's, man. I feel like this could be like our thing.
Oh, yeah. 2 H's, heavy hitters. We ain't gang banging on her. But now, I'm your boy, Morrow.
I'm your boy, Amity.
Money making Jay.
And we back with another video, man. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Road to 200 subscribers coming soon. We got a special video topic today, man. We got our favorite 2 WWE matches off pay-per-view. So just
it could be any, Jason, watch the AEW.
Yeah, so anywhere, but it can't be a pay-per-view match.
Right, non-premium live.
So Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, New Japan, TNA, whatever you watch.
So as long as it wasn't on a pay-per-view, it had to strictly be a televised, like TV, like taping event. Could not be pay-per-view.
Obviously a lot of your favorite matches, you think of, all right, WrestleMania or whatever.
Yeah.
So TV, there's been a lot of great TV matches, and we watch a lot of wrestling.
Right. So, we gonna kick this off, man. I think I'm gonna go first on this one. I don't think I ain't went first in a minute on something.
What you trying to say?
No, I thought you went first in the last video.
You trying to say we don't give you respect?
Yeah, what Mandy Rose say, put some respect on my name, man. But now I'm gonna kick this off, man. One of my favorite matches that I've seen off of pay-per-view. I gotta be honest, man. It's a lot of my favorite matches is on pay-per-view. So it's crazy though, but I'm gonna go with one match, man, that I really enjoy watching, and this superstar showed me how good he was and how much potential he had. I'm gonna go with Buddy Murphy versus Roman Reigns on SmackDown.
Yeah, Sirski.
This match was, I think, in 2019.
2019, yep.
And this was Murphy was labeled as what they used to call him, I forgot what they used to call him, but it was something with it was something, but Buddy Murphy been underrated for so long to me, and in WWE, because I seen him back in his older NXT days with his partner with Murphy, Wesley Blake. When they was in a tag team.
Oh no, I thought you was about to say West Side Gun.
No, Wesley Blake. And Murphy, when he fought Roman, that showed me WWE not only taking him serious, they put him against a top superstar.
And he took him to the limit.
He had a great match. And obviously he got obviously he earned Vince respect to the point where he was in a major thing with Seth Rollins and the Messiah gimmick. And
they never had the name of that faction.
Yeah, because AOP kept getting hurt, and they couldn't. One of them kept getting hurt, and it just messed up the whole faction. But
terrible.
I like that match, man. Murphy, that was the match that showed me that Murphy earned my respect with that match, and he went toe to toe with the big dog at that point. Bro. So yeah, that's one of my favorite matches, man.
So you went with Murphy and Roman.
2019 episode of SmackDown.
That was classic.
Okay, for me, my first of 2 is 2012 main event, Kofi Kingston versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Now this, I believe, was kind of the starting, it was halfway point, because I believe they had already had a match once. Both of them, big rivalries, a big match for me. The entire match it wasn't a sleeper match, really. Yeah,
like I said, main event was one of them shows where, at that point, because that was 2013? 2012. See, main event, people was watching main event, though.
They had good matches in 2012.
It wasn't really a jobber show. Yeah, it wasn't a jobber show in 2012. So, yeah, Miz and Kofi Kingston definitely had some good matches, though. That's one of them interesting ones, though, because people don't give Miz the credit he deserves as far as his in-ring skills. People Daniel Bryan, he wrestled like this, wrestled like a coward. But Miz put on good matches depending on who he facing, though.
Fact, he did have some a lot of them really aren't that great, but he at least tried. He one of those dudes, he don't just pack he goes out of his element a lot.
Yeah.
It was just a big thing for me was I've stated this on the channel many times before in many videos. 2012 was kind of the starting point for me. So it was when I saw this feud, I was at first I'm yeah, it could go either way. But then just as these matches go, I'm these are good matches. I would go back even now and watch it because they were just that good. They were entertaining. They took each other to the limit. I think they had multiple title matches.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
I think they did because I think that was like Miz was like face during that run. I think.
No, he was heel.
Well, he was heel, but he was turning face going into 2013.
Yeah.
So that was one of the hardest. That was one of the most horrific face runs I ever seen. Miz just don't cut it as a baby face to me.
Even in 2019 when he turned face, like face and Shane, I was like, it's not clicking with me.
Yeah, it's like Miz just not a good baby face. He a natural heel. People love to hate Miz. Like, he a legend.
Like, you know, if you watch his show, like on the Miz, he look like a cool dude.
Yeah, he a good dude for real.
But like when he plays a good dude, it's like,
that character.
When he's being himself outside of WWE television, he's a cool dude. Yeah. When you try to play the good guy though a little too much, like you're doing on reality TV, it don't work.
Yeah, and see, like the thing with Miz being face before we continue, it's like he don't get wins as a baby face. Like when he a heel, he was the 2016.
No, hold on. He did. 2013 WrestleMania 29, Wade Barrett and The Miz. He did win the Intercontinental title.
That was on the kick. That match, you can't even see that match on YouTube or nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, he got a win.
He got some wins.
He got a win.
But it's like,
he got a title win.
When I look at Miz, I look at 2016 and the Intercontinental Championship run he had when Maurice came back and he dominated and made that title like overly elevated. I think about WWE Champion Miz in 2011 when he was killing with Alex Riley and the Money in the Bank briefcase. That Miz like was peak Miz right there. Well, peak Miz was 2016. But yeah, for sure. But 2011 Miz was like he was main event in 2011. Like think about that. Like, and he won the WWE title in what 2020.
Yeah.
When he won, and you don't. A lot of people don't even remember that.
Well, that was the second title.
That was the second run. That made him a 2-time Grand Slam champion.
First two-time Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And 10 years to the date of his last title win. Now, before we let you go, I'm trying to remember 2016. Wasn't that also when Dolph Ziggler was like fighting for his career at that point?
He put his career on the line. That was Dolph Ziggler year of like, it's either this or I'm done. Like that was a good storyline. Though Miz made him got him overly over because of how great of a heel Miz was, and they kept cheating. Maurice spraying him with stuff, and for real.
You know what it reminded me of though during that time with Ziggler? It kind of reminded me a little bit of, like, I'm not saying the rivalry in the match they have, but kind of like the Shawn Michaels Undertaker thing where it's just like Dolph Ziggler's like, look, I need this. I need this for my career because I don't, like, I'm desperate. Like, this ain't I'm not going to have a career if I cannot beat you for this title. A title that is prestigious with him. Right. Because he has had it a few times.
Yeah, I wasn't going to forgive you if you compare Miz to Undertaker and Dolph. I mean, obviously Shawn Michaels. Dolph is a fake Shawn Michaels. But that's for another time.
All right.
Another video, another time.
I got y'all, man. I'm gonna give y'all something legit. I'm gonna go into time for a little bit.
I know where you're going.
You know, when little AJ was out there, you know, AJ was like this big. You know, he was young and wilding and getting in trouble.
Going cool.
Being young and stupid. I'm going with John Cena and Shawn Michaels.
I knew it.
Like a couple weeks after, like April of 2007. Better than a WrestleMania match.
Now a long match. How do you have a match at WrestleMania and the match on? That's wild. But the match.
But the match at WrestleMania was good too.
Yeah, wasn't it like a stipulation on it? Or was it
which
a
match? No, it was just like bragging rights. He's like, I could beat you.
Right. Cause they
were they still tag champions?
They was tag.
No, not going to WrestleMania. They lost them the night after WrestleMania. They went to WrestleMania.
So they was tag team champions at WrestleMania, fighting for the WWE. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's what threw me off. Like I think we talked about that a while back. It's like I never had seen like tag team champions fighting for a world title.
Right, like what?
Yeah, because I'm watching 07 right now on Peacock. So.
Right, on Peacock.
So yeah, that match. First of all, I just remember it just seemed like it just kept going on, and like Shawn Michaels eventually caught John Cena with the super kick, and it was in London. It was overseas, London or something like that, UK, something like that. He caught John Cena with the super kick and pinned him. Like it was crazy, like, and that was like the first like classic match I remember seeing, like remembering like as a kid, like this match was insane. Like this is a match I shouldn't be getting for the free.
Right.
So
So I'm disappoint y'all with my next pick.
How do you disappoint us, bro?
Because this match lasted all about 6 seconds. I'm going Brock Lesnar and Kofi Kingston on SmackDown for the WWE Championship.
Oh my god!
Wait, how
that match right there.
This supposed to be your favorite matches.
That's one of my favorite matches, and that's one of my favorite matches. Just hear me out.
Yeah, because I gotta hear this.
That's one of my favorite matches. First of all, because obviously, as that match was being built up, I felt like Kofi Kingston was going to be competitive against Brock Lesnar. I'm not thinking Brock Lesnar this not finna happen this way. And when I'm watching the match and I see Kofi run at Brock Lesnar like that and he got caught, and I'm like, one F5 gonna put you down. It was over with. It was a quick match. It made Brock Lesnar. It showed people that Brock Lesnar was still that man, especially after coming off of bad losses, like when he lost to Goldberg a couple of years prior.
He lost to Seth Rollins
in quick fashion. Then right. So Brock was coming off L's really that year. He went in and took the title off Kofi in 6 seconds. Now I'm not saying that I'm not happy about that because Kofi deserved better than that, but that was one of my favorite matches because it barely was a match. Like it was over with like that. You blink and it's over with. So yeah. Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston, 6 second match on SmackDown for the WWE.
This is your favorite. He's like your favorite.
Yeah. Like I like matches like this that don't last that long. Like I like get in, get out. You know, it's like when you get in, get out. I love matches like that.
So you like it. You like to end stuff quick.
I like to end stuff quick. I don't get paid by the hour. You know.
All right, Jason.
You can go next because I'm looking one up. Because it's one I had. I'm just trying to remember the superstars that were all in it.
And see, you ain't make it easy on me though.
Oh wait, I got it.
You didn't make this video easy on me, saying my favorite matches off pay-per-view. So I had to dig deep, and that match came up.
There's a lot of matches that wasn't on pay-per-view.
It is, but some matches that I like that wasn't on pay-per-view, I just can't remember right now. Like, so that's one of the ones.
Alright, so the one I got, I had to look back because I didn't remember all the participants. This was in 2010, Prime Nexus time. And actually, this match did have the Nexus in it. It was a 5v5 elimination tag match. It was Nexus versus John Cena, Sheamus, Chris Jericho, Edge, and Randy Orton.
This was on Raw?
Yeah, it was on Raw.
Maybe I was out of tone.
I did. Yeah, Was you watching wrestling in 2010?
Oh, I stopped watching in 2011. Like I remember the Nexus and stuff.
I don't know. Like I just feel like I ain't gonna lie. I don't really remember that. I remember them, but I don't really remember that match that much. Like off the top of my, I have to go and look it up. But yeah,
go ahead.
Like for me, like I know they did like the whole. I think this was leading up to the SummerSlam match. I don't think they had done it yet. So this had led up to it, and just like. Overall, it was just like, what got me about it was, one, the star power in the match, and two, it's like, these are all guys that, like, you look at all 5 of them, they all have storied rivalry past. So the chemistry, if for those that have seen the match, you could tell the chemistry was, like, way off. Because you had, like, Sheamus and Cena, where they had just gone back and forth for the WWE title.
Right.
You had Edge and Chris Jericho. That was it. Those two were back and forth that year because at one point they were rivals, then they were getting along.
I remember that.
And then Randy Orton, well, he don't get along with anybody.
Right.
So, but I believe in the end, I think Nexus pulled it out.
Yeah, it's crazy. They pulled it out on Raw, but at SummerSlam, the biggest match of their career, they lost. And Cena beat Barrett and Gabriel 2-on-1.
After he got DDT'd on the concrete, that boy's Superman.
And then Miz hits Daniel Bryan with the briefcase to eliminate him practically.
Yeah, he cheated him. Yeah, Miz got him over. Over him.
I did think it was kind of savage. It's like when Miz is coming out, he was like, whoa. We needed someone who wasn't going to make their pick of the day on SummerSlam.
Right, you stalling, bro. We've been asking you.
We have our 7th member, and guess what? It's not you.
Then it was his rookie on NXT at that. That's what made it added fuel to that fight. It was his rookie on NXT.
What got me though was not even that. It's just like him saying it's not you. It's
Just
just like you're just sticking it right out. It's like it's not you. You
That's
couldn't wait
crazy.
till the day of.
And Miz, before he picked his, Miz was United States champion and Money in the Bank at the same time at that point. So
Going crazy.
that's what I'm saying. At one point, Miz had 3 titles. He was the Unified Tag Champion and United. Young Miz was going crazy though.
Man, just when they thought that boy wasn't gonna be nothing, he started
Man.
taking off.
Cool, but yeah, man.
So yeah, for me, 5-on-5 Nexus versus Cena,
Team
Sheamus, Chris Jericho, Edge, and Randy Orton.
I hope the people don't get on my heels about that Brock Lesnar and Kofi Kingston match.
That's wild. I'm on your heels about it.
Good,
But
man.
me, I'm not gonna go like and be on some. That wasn't even a match, but
That was in and out.
Oh, and real quick, not to interrupt you. The match ended with Wade Barrett pinning Randy Orton for the win. I had to double check.
dang, Wade Barrett pinned Randy Orton.
Well, he went crazy towards the end because he hit it was like he hit Tarver, Gabriel, and I think it was Slater all with RKOs instantaneously. Just RKO, pin, RKO, pin. Goes for Wade Barrett.
That was elimination style.
Yeah, it was 5-on-5 elimination style. That would have been, not trying to cut you up, that would have been a nice Survivor Series match actually.
Yeah.
Have Nexus versus them,
Yeah.
but that's just me.
Alright, so I went in the vote. I did John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. I do want to go a little bit more recent.
How recent we're talking?
I gotta think.
See, this video make you going.
I know a few TV matches. I just want to know which ones I actually want to
This
say.
video make you
And I was the
stop
one who
it.
said I needed to say
Yeah,
that.
this video make you think. Why you
No,
think
I
I
just-
picked Brock Lesnar and Kofi? That wasn't. Everybody know that wasn't no match.
Nah, there's some
I had to pick that match because
There's
that
been
was
some great
that
matches.
was my first thought process. It's funny because
Did
I
y'all-
did just think about a match though, like as y'all was.
Did
just
y'all say Roman and
I said Roman and Murphy. I said
Right,
that
okay,
first.
cool. Alright, cool. That was a good one.
Yeah.
There
I'm gonna go
You got that the match you mentioned off camera, 2019, Seth Rollins snapped.
The gauntlet match.
the gauntlet match. That's a classic
I just
too.
don't remember all the participants who was.
It was just everybody who's in the chamber. So it was like Seth Rollins, John Cena,
Strowman.
Braun
I
Strowman,
know Roman
Elias,
was in there. Roman was in there for sure because remember
Roman.
Seth and Roman was going.
yeah,
there.
Roman, and then the last person was
Was
Finn Balor, I think.
Yeah, bro, but that match made Seth Rollins look.
Yeah, that made him like
That started
ultra
his 20
babyface.
That started. his
Wasn't he in there
2019.
for an hour?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what made him. And then he was in the Royal. Before that, he was in the Royal Rumble for like an hour.
Yeah, that
So he was just
started
having all these star performances, and then he won the IC title.
his-
That was also prime babyface Seth Rollins,
Yeah,
right?
that
Yeah, that's
started-
when
that
Monday
started
Night
his
Rollins-
run. Yeah, that started his.
Like he
run.
was already babyface 2016, 2017, but 2018 was like, all right, his work rate is just insane right now. The match he had with Dolph Ziggler,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, the gauntlet match was tough. Like that is a classic. Gauntlet matches are kind of like, okay, you just think it's gonna just be a bunch of stuff, just one dude beating up a injured dude who already been through the ring.
Right. But that one was like a real match. Like everybody was coming in.
Like the first
You know?
the first one was Seth Rollins and I think John Cena, and they had they was in there for like 20-30 minutes. Then Roman came down, they had like 20 minutes because Seth Rollins eliminated Roman with a roll up, and then Elias came down, and he stole a win from Seth Rollins, and then Braun Strowman I think destroyed everybody else. That was Elias eliminated Seth Rollins, and then Braun Strowman eliminated somebody.
It's a
And then it was because I think it was for the last spot in the chamber.
Yeah.
But I know a heel won. Heel had to win.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, because I think Seth started off the chamber.
Yeah,
Yeah, he probably did.
So that's the one you picked then?
Yeah, the gauntlet.
Alright,
joint.
so I got one match. There's an honorable mention that I thought about.
Wait, can I add
It's not
something?
going
It
ahead.
just is. I think, wasn't that also one of the longest gauntlet matches in recent wrestling?
Yeah, it was like an hour.
It was an hour long.
It kicked off Raw and went damn near like 8:30.
Yeah, it was a long match.
But it was
that
good,
show
though.
didn't have that many matches on it because of that match. Like,
Yeah, it was good though.
yeah,
It ate up like 2 hours of the show.
yeah.
That's decent.
But I got a match though, and I think you fond of it. It was a great match, and this was like young Dolph Ziggler. I'm talking 2011. Dolph and Edge on SmackDown for the World Heavyweight title. This was when
Was Clay Matthews the referee for this one? Or was it different?
yeah, this was that one.
I love that one.
Yeah, Clay Matthews was the ref.
The
because-
Packers.
I hate Clay Matthews.
Yeah.
The Packers had just won the Super Bowl.
exactly
He was there at
that
the
year,
show.
and the ref got knocked out. So Clay.
And it's the year they won.
Yeah, so Clay came down with a ref shirt on. He counted Edge for the World Heavyweight title. But that match was crazy because there was so much story in it. Like, Edge
That was
got
also
fired.
all against Edge.
Yeah, Edge got fired, but then Teddy Long rehired him. Dolph practically got handed the World Heavyweight title. Like, Vicky gave it to him like this. You the new World Heavyweight champion. Edge came right back, took it from him. Like, that match was a good match too. That's one of my favorite matches off pay-per-view for sure. Edge was killing in 2011. And Dolph Ziggler was on that come up like a young superstar on a cusp, you know. So, one more thing.
Didn't he have that whole theme song too?
Oh yeah, Perfection, yeah. But Kofi and Dolph had great matches for the Intercontinental title in 2011.
I think as far as Kofi, I'm gonna say this and again in my honorable mention. As far as Kofi in the Intercontinental title matches, he has not had, I believe, a sleeper Intercontinental title match at all.
I don't think I've ever seen a bad match though from Kofi Kingston in general. Like tag team matches, none of that.
Yeah, even now, like as long as like the match he had with Dan Bryan a few years ago at WrestleMania.
Yeah, like that when he won the title, like his matches with Randy Orton, like back then and even like recently, like.
I'm glad he brought back the regular title because I did not like that.
Are we doing honorable mentions right now?
Yeah,
I'm about to do
so
mine.
he gonna do his, then you gonna do yours. So mine was Edge and Dolph Ziggler.
So mine, I'm a little biased because this one I actually saw in person. It was a 6-man tag team contest. They were AEW was crowning their first ever trios tag team champions, so they were holding a tournament. And now keep in mind, the week before I was glued to my seat because this match I wanted to happen just like it did, and I'm glad it did.
Flips, super kicks.
I'm talking about the participants, not the moveset.
Oh, okay.
It
No
was
selling. Did they sell? Did they sell?
yes, they sold.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher, and Will Ospreay of United Empire versus Kenny Omega, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, the Elite.
Mark Davis sound like he a barber or something.
Well, he does have a barber-like mustache, so
I feel like
I'll have to show you a picture of them off camera just so you know what I'm
he
talking
sound
about.
like a barber, Mark Davis.
But I was happy to see it. Like I said, for me, I was happy just to see the United Empire again. I had seen them at Forbidden Door.
Right.
I wanted to hear Kenny Omega live, and I finally got to do that as well. And I finally got to see him wrestle in person. I had seen the Bucks wrestle, but I hadn't seen Omega wrestle. But like what we said with Kofi and the Intercontinental title matches, Kenny Omega does not have a bad match.
Man, I don't think
Even
I've
when he
ever
was
seen
injured,
one.
he didn't have a bad match.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a bad match from. I forgot about that match too. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a bad Kenny Omega. I mean, Kenny Omega, one of the greatest wrestlers around the world, though, of all time. Like,
He saw the world title in every promotion he's been in.
Like, come on, when you look at Kenny Omega, you think about people like I'm gonna be honest. I might be going out on a limb, but I think about people like Shawn Michaels when I look at Kenny Omega. I'm serious, like, because if you can compare AJ Styles to Shawn Michaels, you definitely can compare Kenny Omega to Shawn Michaels because AJ Styles is not a wrestler; he's a performer. He put on great matches with great other talents. Kenny Omega is not known as a technician. He's a performer. He put on great performances. Shawn Michaels was not known as a great wrestler. He was known as a great performer. I just schooled you on the Heavy Hitters.
I know the difference between a performer and a wrestler.
No, hold on. I got one honorable mention that he might like. You might, I don't know. Adam Cole versus Seth Rollins on Raw for the NXT title.
I don't really. All right, now I'm gonna say this. I think about like the end of the match. Like, I think it was cool, but then like the era came down and started beating up on Seth Rollins. And they didn't DQ.
The one with D. Bryan was cold.
That one was better. That one was better.
Because he actually beat Bryan clean too.
Exactly. I remember that him Panama Sunrise.
They wanted to protect Seth Rollins though, because you know like I'm not finna have this young dude come here and beat Seth Rollins, but.
I thought the stage for that SmackDown though with Bryan and Cole, that was decent. I like that one.
Yeah, but the one with the SmackDown one, right?
Yeah, it had like the little season
like
one
a
after
slide.
that.
It's like a
that's when they first went to Fox, I think.
Yeah, but no, yeah, like I said, man, Kenny Omega, bro.
He's never had a bad match.
You can't give me that look when I speak on him as one of the greatest wrestlers, bro. Because
I mean, like,
it's differences.
Look at that match he had with Hangman. He went in injured with like his shoulder was messed up, his knee. He was already dealing with vertigo, his back, and you didn't tell it in the match like at all. And he had like a good match.
Yeah, man. It's one thing to not like how his style of wrestling because that's not your style of wrestling, but you can't deny that he like that, like he him.
You can't deny his finisher either. I have never seen anyone do the finishing move that he does.
Yeah, man. What you got an honorable mention for us, man?
John Cena, CM Punk 2013.
Nah, I remember that match. That match was like for
to fight Rock at WrestleMania.
Cena put his WrestleMania spot up on the line.
Yeah. Then we could go.
That was a good match though.
What about Punk and
Charlotte?
Cena?
Did I say Charlotte and Sasha?
Nah.
Charlotte and Sasha on Raw.
They had multiple matches on Raw too for the Raw.
It don't even matter. Pick one.
I got one. I said Damian Sandow and John Cena. Remember when Sandow tried to cash in? They actually had
the cash in attempt.
He
lost.
He beat Cena down with a briefcase, but they actually had a real match though. I'm like, how do you beat Cena down like this and then have the match was good though.
And he just came back at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
his arm was still messed up.
Coming off that ball of fire in his elbow.
No, we don't talk about that.
But
not the injury, but the pay-per-view name.
Great Balls of Fire?
You said that
the STD show?
Yeah.
Tell me, like, imagine saying, I'm finna go to Great Balls of Fire.
I went to work and I said that too, that you said that it sounded like this. Everyone was laughing. They're like, well, you're not wrong.
I'm about to go to Great Balls of Fire.
I would tell you need to go to the doctor for Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah, if you feel anything flaming in your certain, yeah.
Now, one thing I want to add with that, since we're on the topic, the funny thing is, remember how I said I didn't like Day One?
Yeah.
So, update for those who don't keep up with it, they actually canceled Day One. They got rid of it completely.
Yeah, they canceled it. So they granted your wish. You didn't like it, they got rid of it.
They listen to me. They watch our moves. Because they got rid of some. What did I say that I didn't like? I hate to give it pay-per-views.
A lot of people watch us,
as they should. But I think Triple H is like, what are the heavy hitters saying we should do? Like
it's because as soon as he said on the video, I don't like.
I think it happened days later.
Day one was.
That's wrong. But I feel like when I said give me pay-per-view should go away, it went away like that week.
Yeah, like it's trips. Let us know, man. Bring us.
Hey,
in,
I ain't gonna lie. If he's throwing no ideas and not paying us, gang, I'm not rocking with it.
Let us in, Trip, like Bray Wyatt.
But that's uncreative.
Bring Moving Tool back. Moving Tool might come back.
But yeah, man, that's the end of this video, man. We let y'all know.
Why every time I say Moving Tool, you want to end?
Some of our favorite matches off pay-per-view, man. Let us know in the comment section some of y'all favorite matches that didn't happen on pay-per-view. You know, we're going to check it out, see what y'all say. But, man, like the video, subscribe, come the bell. I'm your boy, Tomorrow.
I'm your boy, Emily.
We ain't making Jay.